Hi Taurus, and welcome to your March 2019 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your impeccable month ahead. Wow, check out the archetypes that are coming up for you. Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, court cards. You've got a little bit of everything coming up. It's a really important month for you, Taurus. I feel like you have to hold yourself here. You have to come to terms and face to face with what your experience is and where you want it to be. I hope that you're feeling okay, and I hope that you're excited for the astrological new year that we do have coming on March 20th during the equinox. It is indeed equinox month, and I will actually be live on my channel on that day. It'll be March 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you guys would like to mark that down on your calendar, and you can come and interact. There's a chat, there's on-the-spot readings, live chat with me and anyone else who is there, and it's so fun. I will probably be doing a giveaway there like I did during the last premiere, which was the pig video. That'll be in the description box below and also in the top right hand corner. But yeah, I hope to see you guys there if you'd like to come and get some healing insights for the equinox that we will be having this month. So yeah, March is a funny type of energy. It can be a little bit hard to articulate, actually. We are moving into Pisces time, and it's such a strong shift that happens collectively for everyone as we go from Pisces to Aries. One of the most destined, spiritual, esoteric times of the year as we have that death and rebirth energy come in. So what is that looking like for you, Taurus? Well, by the cards that I'm seeing in this reading, it looks like it has a lot to do with where your energy is, where your creativity is, what feels fated in your life, what feels like a betrayal as well. You are mending your heart this month. You are mending your emotional spectrum. There's a lot of healing happening there and a lot of natural healing happening there. Let that sort of be a validation that if you are feeling fatigued, or if you're feeling a little bit ill, or if you're feeling unsure of some of the things around you, it is because at this point in time your emotional spectrum is having a transformation and a change, and it needs time. I feel like that's one of the main things with the energy in your reading this month, is that it needs time. You have the Hierophant as your only major arcana card, which says to me that there is a deliberation happening and there is a path soon opening up. There is a key being presented, but the door hasn't necessarily been unlocked, but the key to the locked door is being presented here. So in order to have that manifested, and in order to find this new path that you're wanting so strongly, there has to be time for the healing of your emotions. There has to be facing of the truth. There has to be an understanding of the decisions that need to be made, and also an embrace of what works. You have Ten of Cups in your reading. I've been pulled by that Ten of Cups card and that Five of Swords card, and the Hierophant especially, as I've been looking at this reading. So there's an interplay there. Is the relationship Five of Swords, or is it Ten of Cups? It's going to be important to, jump into that Hierophant energy and illuminate what things actually are, because I feel like the danger of this type of month for you, Taurus, is the potential to embrace Five of Cups as if it were, to embrace Five of Swords as if it were Ten of Cups, or to embrace Ten of Cups as if it were Five of Swords. Okay, so looking at things and seeing something which is not truly how it is. Understanding reality, understanding clarity with what's around you is important. Honestly, for everybody, it's a better time for solitude. It's a better time for solitary experiences. Other people can cloud things up during this time. Other people can be hard to read during this time. Likewise, you can be hard to read. It is Pisces time. It is a void time. It is a deep and intriguing, dream-oriented period of time. So that's hard to define. That's hard to clarify. So maybe don't demand the answers here and now, but at the same time, don't give yourself something completely false either. There's a great opportunity in this month for rising above, for finding more energy, for seeing the truth, as I was saying, and not allowing answers that are difficult to those questions really overtake you or discourage you any longer. Without further ado, Taurus, let's go ahead and get into the week to week and see more clearly what's coming up for you. In the first week of March, you have Two of Pentacles reversed, rooted down by Ace of Wands reversed. That's tiring. I've sensed a tired energy, and for everyone in the first 2 weeks of March, one of the best things is rest. Also, hindsight is good in the first 2 weeks of March, sort of focusing on how things have come to be. What's the word? Sort of pondering how everything has come to be the way that it is, and just having a sense of openness and, I want to say, comfortable hindsight. It's good to add everything up, like to see how much you have now. How is your bank account? How is your house? Taking inventory, taking stock of where everything is, how the debts are, like the status of everything, and not being threatened by that and not worrying about it, but at the same time having an understanding of it, understanding what's happened in your life since the previous year cycle, since March 20th of last year of 2018. What is new? What is old? What do you want to take with you? What do you want to let go of? And I feel like for Taurus, it's going to be really important to understand decisions and how decisions have drained you, how like crossroads or, having to really balance many, many things at once. That Two of Pentacles energy has led to a burnout, perhaps with Ace of Wands reversed, and a lack of creative desire. So that's a lot of what we're letting go of as Taurus for the first and second week of March, and moving up to that equinox period of time. We are letting go of the difficult decisions which burned us out. And we are seeing how next year we can introduce new people, new aspects of our lives, new circumstances that do not demand that type of burning decision making necessity that we've had for the last year of Jupiter and Scorpio. It feels like week number 2, you have Queen of Wands rooted down by the Hierophant, already settling into that sort of retrospective, comfortable hindsight energy again. I feel like blending Queen of Wands and Hierophant energy is perfect for you right now, because there's a sense of confidence and a sense of comfort and a sense of awareness within this kind of like deep illumination of the correct path for you, this finding and forging of the key that you need to access it. It's a kind of a pretty cool energy that you have coming up there, Taurus. I like it a lot. Be confident. If a path closes off or if a door closes, confidently find the key to the next path. It's there. Look around in the second week of March. You will see the key. You will see the correct path. You will see where you need to be, and you will also feel a sense of guidance, a sense of protection. To me, the Hierophant denotes a sense of guidance and protection above us, like perhaps a non-human guidance or protection, but it could be a person, it could be someone that comes in who is like a helping hand, but most likely it's a sense of connection to source, a sense of connection to the universe, and understanding which way to go with things. I don't feel there's much confusion. There doesn't have to be at that point in time anymore. Again, just keep resting, like try to pull back, try to prioritize your energy. And if it's feeling natural to be active, to be working a lot, go for that. Do what feels natural. Do what feels you have an inclination toward. Week number 3 of March, you have Three of Pentacles rooted down by Two of Swords. So 2 threes there, like the third week, Three of Pentacles. I like it. Already there's a burst of energy. Already there's a desire to start building up, but you have to not be blind to the new path. Again, Two of Swords can say we're wanting to cover our eyes to something in our life. We don't want to see the truth. We don't want to see how something is. And I think that this has directly to do with that Five of Swords energy as your central theme, and the Seven of Wands, potentially that Two of Pentacles and Ace of Wands energy as well. For a lot of you, you have to wake up about someone who's in your life. You have to wake up about someone you're investing a lot of time into and someone who's not treating you well. That's going to be it for a lot of people. You're going to have to wake up to your own ego for some, wanting to see other people fall, wanting to see other people not do well, being upset at the success of others. That's a very Five of Swords energy as well. And again, like not to get too ahead of myself, but your central theme is Five of Swords, which deals a lot with demanding victory, people who want to see others lose, people who look towards other people's victory, trying to find loss within that, really being afraid of being seen below others. That is something that is permeating your life during this month and that you are trying to solve. It might be from someone around you. It might be something that you're facing. For some of you, it could be something that you yourself are struggling with, but it is the key That's the key. That's the key that the Hierophant gives to you, is a path that is no longer ridden by that parasite. And it's imperative in the third week to be building, to be seeing how you can rise above this and seeing it directly, like not blindly building. Don't blindly build during the third week. There could be a tendency toward it. Make sure that you are keeping your eyes open, well lit areas, not out during the night time. It's not a good nocturnal time for you. Not staying up all night, not, just being a nocturnal person. Be in the daytime, be in well lit areas, be in places where you can see easily, not unfamiliar places. This is a good time to be able to see who you are, what you are, and where you are clearly. Okay, week number 4, 10 of Cups rooted down by 7 of Wands. Again, as I was saying, that interplay that I'm feeling between 5 of Swords and 10 of Cups, perhaps we have a tendency to trick ourselves into thinking the opposite of each other. So we think this is 10 of Cups, but in reality it is 5 of Swords. We think this is 5 of Swords, but in reality it's 10 of Cups. I feel that this is part of the grander scheme for you, Taurus, where you need to see the polarity and you need to see the other side. This was introduced during Jupiter in Scorpio. So starting about, October 2017, there would have started to be a lot of polarities enter in, and it could have become a bit addictive to see the other side, to see the contrast within the situation. But I think that it's so important for you to allow that to easily end. Again, such an ending time. By the 2nd to 3rd week of March, I would like to see you no longer needing to see the polarity, no longer needing to see how someone's great, but also how someone's terrible, how someone is funny, but how someone is also very boring. Not needing to look at the other side of things is a beautiful release for you during this time. Find some kind of really healthy way to channel your energy also during the 3rd and 4th week, because there will be more of it directly into that time, especially because we're moving towards your time of the year as well in April and May. You're going to start feeling like, whoa, I have a lot more drive. I have a lot more energy to spend. Also, some of you may be getting more money to spend as well. There's a sense of a sudden deposit of energy or money or people, new things to spend, new things to utilize. Don't spend it all in one place. That's what I'm hearing. So for example, like you could get so much energy and it somehow becomes channeled or manifested as anger in this really great relationship when it should have been, like the drive for you to build the business. I feel that there is a confusion about how I channel energy as a Taurus. How do I spend the money that I'm given as a Taurus? How do I spend the energy that I find as a Taurus? How do I use the relationships in my life? How do I view is actually the word that's coming up. How do I view the relationships in my life? And how do I give people credit in my life as well? Like somebody does something for me or to me and I give them a certain amount of credit as this person in my life, when in reality that amount of credit should have been given to this person, but I never realized the value and the view of the actions that they had over me or in my life, and now everything's skewed because certain people have been given certain roles or certain credits, positive or negative, in my life that weren't right. So now someone that I truly, in the long term, didn't like is now positioned really highly in my life, whereas someone that I had more of a potential to like in the long term is now a pariah to me because I've sort of skewed what it means to be present to me and for me as a Taurus in my life. That was a very a channeled message that just came through. It wasn't something that I thought about before this reading. And a pretty incredible message, I really got to say. I got chills as I was giving it. I think it's accurate somewhat for everybody during this time, but I feel you to be representing that, Taurus. So understanding the credit that you've given to people, and if that's right, this is a time where you can redefine that. It would have been great if you could have done it December, January. That would have been optimum, but there's still a chance here. And it may even be another time that you can do it during your time of the year, April and May. This time isn't so much about making it clear to them, but it's about making it clear to yourself. And perhaps no longer needing to distribute credit to other people for who they are in your life, for how they are in your life, but rather serving to yourself and giving to yourself what your body has needed for a long time. Is there blood work that needs to be done? Are there vitamin deficiencies that need to be solved? You don't have to be extremely proactive with it right now, but it's good to listen to the messages that your body is giving. It's good to sit with that, and it's good to understand how the credit that you've given to others has manifested as good or bad for you, and just sort of getting clear. That was a lot about what February was about, and it's less about that here in March. But for you, Taurus, that has bled over, so there may still be work to be done relating to getting clear about who is in your life and why, what you're striving for and why, and why you are where you are, okay? And forgiveness. March is such a great time for forgiveness, especially the first half. Forgiving people who've done you wrong in the past, forgiving yourself for things that you've done wrong in the past, being prepared to move forward without being haunted anymore. That's what forgiveness is all about. It's about no longer being haunted by the past. So Pisces time is a very past activated energy. Aries time is not. So if in Pisces time you can forgive and let go and no longer be haunted by things, to move forward, have that closure, move forward by the end of the month, you will be prepared to thrive beautifully as your time of the year comes closer. Okay, Taurus, yeah, it's a bit of a heavy month for you, but there are keys here. It is a month of forging the key for you. So what does that look like? What does it look like to be healthy for you? Does that look like holding grudges, or does that look like forgiving? Does that look like giving people in your life like the wrong credit? Does that look like, what does it look like for you, Taurus? What does it look like? Does it look like building the brand? Does it look like having the healthy body? There are so many things that you can accomplish easily this year, because pig year is not traditionally Taurus energy, but I think it's a very similar one in comparing the Western and Chinese system. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I made a video on it. Again, top right hand corner or description box below to see what the pig year means for you, the Chinese zodiac, the year of the pig 2019. But yeah, for you, Taurus, it's a very similar and familiar energy. So it's easy to thrive here if you want. You just really have to want it. You get what you want this year. You really do. But do you want that sabotage? Do you want that addictive cycle? Sometimes we don't understand what we want. So understand what you want, take what you want, and understand that you get what you want. So just work on that, okay? Anyway, so much love to you guys. I hope that you're doing okay. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising sign for the month of March. And again, be sure to check out my event that I'm having on March 20th here on my channel for the equinox, the live premiere that will be here. Come and chat, come and get on the spot readings and have a sense of community. And we will usher in the true new year of 2019. All of my links are in the description box below if you would like to learn more about me or about this process or your own self-healing journey. Much love, Taurus, and we'll be talking soon. Bye.